Welcome to Module 10 of Here4U on thick skin. In this module, you will gain skills and competences related to the ability to deal with unfounded criticism, which is associated with mental resilience necessary in the work of a caregiver. By gaining these competences, you will understand better the people you work with, and you will be able to respond more adequately to various tricky work situations. As a result, you will enhance your working relationships with both your colleagues and elderly patients more easily. After completing this module, you will 1. Learn what thick skin and mental resilience are in the work of an elderly carer. 2. Discover how these concepts translate into the ability to deal with unfounded criticism. 3. Understand the benefits of dealing with unreasonable criticism being in daily contact with your colleagues and seniors. 4. Get additional tips that are important in strengthening the thick skin skills and dealing with unfounded criticism. 5. Learn techniques for developing skills to deal with unreasonable criticism in the work of an elderly carer, such as the GROW model and techniques of positive thinking and mindfulness.
Skin skills, or the ability to deal with unfounded criticism, is linked to mental resilience. In turn, mental resilience is a personality trait that largely determines how well we deal with challenges, stressors, and pressures, regardless of the circumstances. We will consider the ability to cope with criticism in the context of mental resilience. It can be said that mental resilience is based on 4 pillars. In the model 4C, there are the following components. Challenge refers to the perception of challenges as opportunities. For instance, seeing difficult patients as an opportunity to practice your compassion. Confidence, a high level of faith in yourself and your abilities, therefore not taking criticism personally. Commitment, persistence in completing tasks despite the initial difficulties, and therefore not giving up on patience. Control, believe that one's fate can be controlled. For instance, understanding that your actions have a direct effect on your own well-being and also on well-being of your own patients. The basic elements of mental resilience can help us not only to cope well with stressful situations, but also to handle criticism in a more constructive way. Researchers have repeatedly confirmed that the state of mind is at least 50% responsible for differences in the level of our achievements. But still, most of us spend only 5% of our time on optimizing our own performance using mental resilience. In the context of practical applications, mental resilience is the ability to deal with difficult situations for us, including handling unsound criticism. A person who is mentally resilient does not act upon emotional impulses or give in to the shock. Rather, they are able to stay calm and defend what they believe in a constructive way. They can also deal with pressure well and can handle difficult situations in which people try to distract them through unsound criticism.
Mental immunity has its source in nature. There is an evidence that there is a clear link between mental resilience and genetic factors. However, the good news is that you can influence your level of mental resilience by using appropriate techniques and training your mental resilience skills. Thanks to this, you can become more resilient to criticism, and we can also help others cope with unfounded criticism in a more constructive way. Such training can be compared to the formation of a mental ladder. When we want to reach for an item from the top shelf and we are not tall enough, we are obviously not able to grow suddenly, but what we can do is looking for something solid and then standing on it and reaching for an object. Psychic ladder and its levels are nothing more than subsequent, more and more advanced techniques that strengthen our mental resilience and thus enhance our ability to deal with unfounded criticism. social competencies that help you in being more resilient to criticism include sense of effectiveness, I can manage attitude, emotion management, so-called composure, attendance management, goal orientation, intentions, positive attitude, half full glass, leadership and teamwork, motivating the others and ability to build a team and cooperate, empowerment and influence, delegating tasks and influencing others, openness to learning, wide horizons, structure, being well organized, strategic thinking, seeing the whole picture. Next unit, we'll look into the benefits of dealing with criticism in the work of an elderly carer.